Hey guys, Holiday Master here, and today I have a very, very cool prop to show you. So this is a homemade Halloween prop that one of my friends made. I've mentioned him before. I've gotten a lot of inflatables off of him, a lot of props, stuff he just doesn't want. So yeah, this is one of them. It was pretty mangled when he gave it to me. He used it for a few years. But yeah, so I pretty much took the whole thing apart and rebuilt it from scratch. Mainly because there was some broken screws, the skeleton was all smashed, his neck was actually snapped, his arms were snapped, and he's pretty much bolted together right now, and then the cloth is zip tied to him. But yeah, so he made this by himself. He had a few other things that he's made by himself for his huge displays. His Halloween displays are like my Christmas displays in size comparison. But yeah, he's getting all new stuff, so he's giving me some of this stuff that he's made that he just doesn't want. But I'll show you up close. There are screws and everything that run through to hold the skeleton together. His neck was completely snapped off. His head was pretty good. It was more so his neck and his joints. There's screws in all his joints. This one's actually zip tied and screwed. You can see I have bolts running through. And then what I do with stuff like this, I cover it in hot glue. That way it's not pointed, it's protected. But yeah, it's one of those Home Depot green skeletons. I have the jaw forced open right now. I actually had it that way because when it was closed you couldn't tell, but now that it gives it kind of like an indent. And I actually might just glue the cloth in there just to give it that indent. But yeah, so here it is. It has green eyes. It had red, but the red blew out. So I replaced it with green, which they do light up. And then how this works is the head is bolted with a piece of wood to this lever, and then there's 3 little pieces of brick that weigh about the same as the skeleton, so it evens it out. But there's a beam across here, then a bolt goes through here with a washer on it to keep it from falling, and then just one of those plastic deer motors is all it runs off of. The first one was extremely stripped. The first motor, it's actually still laying over there, right there, because he had a brick tied here, because originally the neck was snapped, so it kind of just hung. So he did it to weigh it out, but it ended up stripping the motor. But yeah, now it's evenly balanced. Not really a whole lot of stress on the motor, which is good. When I first plugged it in, I didn't have enough weights on this side, so it would go up and then click back, but then I added that bottom weight and it started working again. But that's pretty much the back. It just hides the wire and everything. And then the tombstone, the eyes are supposed to light up, but they haven't worked in few years. Just a heavy foam actually. And then this is a black light. He said it didn't work, but I got it working somehow. And this needs painted black, but he had something in front of it, but I'm thinking about adding like a skull or something, like bones or something at the bottom here. Yeah, and then pretty much all it is in the back is that plugs in the motor. These are the LED lights for the head, just a 6-volt adapter. And then right here, the light bar is plugged into the plug off the motor. So yeah, I thought I'd show you guys kind of like how it was made sort of deal. And yeah, so it doesn't have sound, but there is a sound box I want to use for it. So when I use it in my Halloween display, it will have a sound box, but as of right now, it does not. So, yeah, I'm going to turn the lights out and then plug it in because it's more meant to be lit up at night. So yeah, without further ado, if I can get the plug here. So yeah, there it is. I am very, very pleased with this outcome. Looks a little bit better in person. There we go. The camera's adjusting. Looks a little bit better in person, to be honest with you, than it does on camera, but yeah, so there it is. The only thing I want to try and do is get the red eyes lit on the tombstone, just to give it feature there. But yeah, I mean, it's a simple prop. It took me 4 hours, technically 2 days, but yesterday when I started on it, I didn't have enough time, so yesterday I took it apart, today I fixed it and put it all back together. So yeah, again, I cannot take the credit for this. This is one of my buddy's designs. I just upgraded it and fixed it. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and I can't wait to start. I have a few more of these to fix, and I cannot wait to start fixing them. So thank you guys so much for watching, and peace out.